Okay, we're good. All right, Tim, have a great day. Drive safely. You got to go down the hill. Down the hill, you got to go. Gotcha. Okay. At least it's not a Friday. You got it. Okay, we're good. Yep, I've got the. Yes, perfect. Thank you, Deborah. I think so, since it's just us women now. All right, Dolores, we gotta shut you down, you little Energizer bunny. we'll do the rest later. That's all right. All right. I want to close that door light. All right. Good morning, everybody. This is our Mindful Mellow Monday, our lower intensity classes. Dolores is just a little workhorse. She's an Energizer bunny. Always helps us clean our equipment, put it away, get it out, put the chairs back, bring the chairs out. we appreciate her so much. All right, I'm Cindy. This is Dolores. Deborah, you saw her walk past real quick. We're Labor of Love, Fitness, and Wellness. This is our gentle chair-based yoga. I like to do anti-rheumatic series where I go through all the joints in the body as much as possible, moving them in every different direction that they're capable of moving, just to help keep us unlocked and functional in life. So what we're going to do is sit in our chairs, ground our feet, feel the seat, bring our awareness to within, withdrawing from any outside distractions. Bring your attention to the connection you're feeling through your feet to the floor. Check in with your breath. Allow your breath to flow freely. Relax the jaw, the brow. Do a system check through the body. Make sure you're relaxing from top to bottom. Tim had an appointment. He had to leave before this class, but we were blessed with his presence for the first and the second class. So we're going to take a nice big breath in as we reach up towards the ceiling. Breathe in. And then breathe out as your hands and your arms come down. And do that again. We're going to reach up, breathe in. And breathe out as they come down. We're going to move on to setting our intention. So we're going to reach up, breathe in, bring our hands palm to palm in prayer. Bringing those hands in prayer through heart center. Here we'll set our intention. What do we want to attract into our lives? Hopefully something upbeat and positive. Instead of saying, I don't want this, that is a negative statement. Switch it up and say what you do want. Or you can rephrase a statement as I am vibrant, I am healthy, I am joyful. Setting that intention, let's breathe it in, bring it through heart center. about halfway forward in my chair, gently placing my hands on the tops of my knees and thighs. I'm going to do a gentle upper body rotation here, moving into it nice and easy. Moving in this direction 4 times total. I have one more after this. Bringing it to center. Reverse. And breathe freely. You're being pulled away mentally with any outside distractions, purposely focus on the movement you're making or the music or your breath. Just retract and focus within. Bringing it to center, moving into a nice seated spinal wave or cat-cow. I'm going to hinge forward, flattening the back as I lengthen the spine. Breathe in as we push back, round out the back towards the back of the chair. Breathing out. And as we come forward, we're going to breathe in. Taking our time, smooth and easy. Push back, breathe out. As you're rounding out behind, you can drop your chin down and in as well. Bringing it forward, breathing in. Sending it back, breathe out. Chin down and in as an option. One more time, breathe in. Bring it forward. Pushing it back, breathe out. Bringing it back to center. I'm going to lower that music just a tad. Sometimes it seems to get a little louder on its own. Starting at the top of our bodies. Start with the head and the neck. Centering, relaxing, checking in the muscles of the jaw, forehead, all the facial muscles. Making sure you're relaxed. Take a breath in and a breath out, nice and easy. Bringing that chin down and into the upper chest, you'll feel the back of the neck lengthening and releasing. I'm going to hang out here for a moment or two. Moving in, looking up at the ceiling, nice and easy, not kinking the neck. Breathe freely, bringing that chin down and in. Looking up one more time, relaxing your shoulders and your arms. Facing forward, bringing the head and neck, chin level, centered once again. We're going to look over and across one shoulder, send those eyes behind, see how far you can look behind you. And then look, rotating the head and neck to the other shoulder, looking behind that one. We're going to do that one more time each side. And I definitely feel one side's a little sore compared to the other. My right is not sore at all. The left is. Other side. Bringing it facing front, center, chin level once again. the shoulders and the arms. I have my hands relaxed across my lap. I'm going to bring one ear gently down towards the shoulder, allowing that shoulder just to relax down away from the ear. Feel the side of the neck lengthening and releasing. Relax into it. Breathing freely. And then the other ear up and over towards the other shoulder. Relaxing our shoulders down away from the ears. Feeling the opposite side of the neck lengthening and releasing. And breathe. And one more time. Let's do that. Each side. The other ear gently down towards the shoulder. Let those shoulders relax down away from the ears. And other side. One more time. Not forcing it, just being gentle. And bringing it back to center. Bringing that chin down and in towards the chest one more time. We're going to roll that chin across the upper chest to one shoulder, and we're going to look down at the floor, just past that shoulder. Remain centered. Refrain from leaning to one side. We just want the head and the neck looking down and over as our body and our upper body stays centered and upright. Now roll that chin gently across the upper chest to the other side, taking our time. And we're looking down past the shoulder to the floor on the other side. Check in with your arms and your shoulders. Make sure you're still relaxed. And then back to the other side we go. Nice and easy. Feels good across the neck, back of the neck, looking down at the floor. And back to the other side we go. No rush. Look down at the floor again, past that other shoulder. And bring that chin back down to the center, top of the chest. And lift it up, looking forward. From here, let's lean back in our seats. Allow the back of the chair to support you. Relaxing the shoulders and the arms. Let's exercise our eyes. From what I've learned, what I've been educated to believe is that if we spend the time exercising our eyes, we can actually improve our vision. Now, I haven't done it diligently enough to be able to toss my glasses out to the side, but I'm going to do it now. Facing forward, look down past your nose, past your cheeks, with both eyes, looking straight down as if you were looking at a big clock right in front of your face, looking down at the number 6. Now look straight up to where the number 12 would be above your head, just directly in front of your face. Both eyes straight up at 12. Now look over at where the 1 would be, 1 o'clock, 2, and 3. 4. Look down at the 5. We're down at the 6 once again. 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Gently close your eyes, give them a break. And blink a couple of times if you'd like. We're going to do that once again in the opposite direction. So let's look down at the 6, looking down past your nose, past your cheeks, down to the floor without moving your head in that direction. It's just the eyes. So look down at 6. Gently look up at 12, directly above, up towards the ceiling. Look at the 11, 10, 9, just moving your eyes, 8, 7, back down to the 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, back up at the 12, and close your eyes. Give them a break. All right. From here, from where you're seated, find something in the distance that's as far as you can see, whether you're looking out a window or just maybe a small spot on a wall or a ceiling that's across the room. Zero in on it and focus. Look far in the distance as far as you can. Focus on that. For me, I can see a tree across the street at Spinal Elementary School. I'm going to zero in on one of the branches. It's a pine tree, so there's many needles. Actually, that's across the parking lot. And now I'm going to put, since I don't have anything really close to me, I'm going to put my finger right in front of my face, and I'm going to zero in on the finger that's right in front of me. Focus on it. Now send your gaze far off into the distance. Once again, focus on something that's far away. Zero in on it. And then bring your vision close. Zero in on the finger that's right in front of you. And relax. Look as far to the right with your eyes only as you can. And as far to the left with your eyes only, as far as you can. Bring your vision to center, looking straight out in front of you. Look up as far as you can, straight up above. Moving your eyes only. And then one more time, straight down to the floor, eyes only. Relax, close your eyes. Take a breath in and a breath out, eyes closed or softly gazing. And then opening your eyes, we'll move on. Okay. So ideally, I probably should do that without my glasses. Incorporate that into a daily exercise. It would be interesting to see what would happen. Moving my awareness down to my shoulders. I'm going to shrug those shoulders up towards my ears gently and then lower them down. Reaching, striving those fingertips, reaching down towards the floor, allowing the tops of the shoulders to move down and away from the ears. And then shrug those shoulders back up towards your ears, back straight down. Connect your breath. As we raise the shoulders up, let's breathe in. As we reach those fingertips down towards the floor, breathe out. And then one more time, breathe in, shrug. Reach down, breathe out. Now I'm going to sit up a little bit so I have some room. And I'm going to circle those shoulders up, back, down, and around 4 times in this direction. As I open across the chest, I'm going to breathe in. As I roll the shoulders forward, I'll breathe out. So breathing in, shoulders back and down. Breathing out, shoulders coming forward, chest slightly collapsing. One more time after this. And breathe freely. Get down to the bottom and reverse. So shoulders up, forward, down and around 4 times. Breathe. Bringing the awareness to the breath just helps keep you from holding your breath. Just make sure you're breathing through the movements. One more time. we're going to raise both hands out, arms outstretched in front of us, gently reaching up towards the ceiling. We're getting a nice rotation there in the shoulders, and then bringing them gently down and back behind us. Not to the point of pain. See how far back you can reach. Your arms are outstretched behind. We're going to reach up and forward. Breathe with it. So take a breath in here, and then as those arms and hands go down, breathe out. Behind, reaching. That's it. You should be able to sit comfortably upright and not striving and reaching so far that it compromises your posture. Just focusing the movement in the shoulder, not any other part of the body. One more time. And breathe it out. There you go. Bend those elbows. 90-degree bend. Your elbows, your arms are bent at your sides. We're going to raise the arms and the elbows up from one side to the other. Reach with the elbows out, away, raising them up, and then bringing them down and in at our sides. 2 more. Still, our awareness is on our shoulders. Now allow those arms and those elbows to rest at your ribs on each side of your body, keeping the elbows bent 90 degrees. We're going to open the forearms, keep the elbows in at your sides. Open and close the hands close to each other, and open them out to each side, getting a different rotation in the shoulder, the ball and socket of the shoulders. There we go. Let's open one more time. Breathe in, close, breathe out. Perfect. Okay, from there, send your awareness down to the elbows. Allow your arms to relax down at your sides. We're going to bring our hands up, bending the elbows, touching the tops of the shoulders with your hands, and then extending, straightening those arms. Just bring them down. Here we go. We're going to touch the tops of the shoulders. We're not focusing on those shoulders anymore. We've moved our awareness down to the elbows. So here, let's open the arms and the hands out. Breathe in. Closing, breathe out. Touch the tops of your shoulders. Open, breathe in. Closing, breathe out. One more time. Opening, breathe in. Closing, breathe out. I'm going to readjust my position. I'm going to sit forward with my upper body just a little bit. Sit upright. I'm supporting the upper arm with the other hand. Our awareness still on the elbow. We're going to sweep the forearm and the hand out and around, making an oval shape with the hand, getting a different type of movement in the elbow, taking our time. You might have to bend your hand at the wrist to kind of sweep it across the face or under the chin. One more time in this direction. Smooth and easy. The elbow doesn't really move freely in that direction. Send it in the opposite direction. Make that sweepy oval out and around. Sweep across the face, making it smooth and flowing. Supporting the upper arm with the other hand so we don't get too much movement in the upper arm, because we want most of the movement to affect the elbow. So, and we're going to do the same thing with the other. So supporting the upper arm with the other hand, try to stabilize that upper arm as we sweep that hand out around in an oval shape out in front of us, bending at the wrist, so we sweep across the face or under the chin. Nice, smooth and sweepy. We have one more in this direction. And sweep it out and around in the opposite direction 4 times. Stabilize that upper arm. Bringing your awareness to the elbow. There we go. Okay, that's about all the different directions that we can possibly move that elbow or those elbows. Bringing our awareness a little lower down the arm, moving to the wrists. So you can bring your hands and arms directly out in front of you as you circle those hands and around in gentle circles in one direction. If your shoulders are tired, you can point those arms down towards the floor, or those hands, I should say. Reverse the direction 4 times. We're getting the movement in the wrists, nice and easy. Check in with your breath. Breathe freely. Taking our time. From there, moving into flexing and pointing. So our focus is still on the wrist, making gentle movements, raising the hands and the fingers up and then bending them back down and in. Okay, from there, send one hand out in front of you, open it wide, and then relax it. And then open it a little bit wide again. Let's bring the thumb with the other hand, gentle downward pressure on the thumb, lengthening the distance between the tip of the index finger and the tip of the thumb. And then flip the palm up to face the ceiling, and then apply gentle downward pressure to the index finger. Feel the stretch across the palm, maybe down the inside of your forearm as well, and the middle finger. Check in with your breath. The ring finger. And the pinky. And then set that other hand out in front of you, open it wide, and relax it. And then here we go, bringing that other thumb down away from the index finger, gentle downward pressure. Flipping the palm up to face the ceiling. Moving on to the index finger, gentle downward pressure. Feel the stretching and the lengthening of the tendons and the ligaments, the muscles. Middle finger. And the ring finger. Pinky. And from there, both hands out in front of us, open wide, breathe in. Gently closing, breathe out. Not tight fists, gentle fists. Open, breathe in. both hands, closing, breathe out. 2 more times, both hands opening, breathe in. Closing, breathe out. 1 more time, both hands open as we breathe in. Closing, breathe out. Relax the arms, let them hang down at your sides for a moment as we breathe in and breathe out. Relax the arms, relax the hands, breathe in, breathe out. I'm going to sit up a little bit so the back of the chair won't hinder my movement. I'm going to take one hand, send it to the opposite side of my body, place it to the outside of my thigh, and do a gentle little torso twist here. Look around, not being forceful, be gentle, and breathe. And we'll do the same thing, send the other hand to the outside of the opposite thigh, look around, breathe in and out here. Let's do that one more time each side. Gentle torso twists, and the back of the hand can touch the outside of that opposite thigh, or it can go to the inside of the thigh, depending on your range of motion. We're going to take a breath in and out here as we look around to the side. And then one more time on the other side. And breathe. Facing forward and centered. Let your arms one more time relax at your side and do a gentle little side bend as we reach down, breathe out, bring it to center, breathe in. 4 times on that side, breathe out, side bend, breathe in, rise up. 2 more. Breathe out. Breathe in. 1 more time on this side. Breathe out. Reach down. Breathe in. Shifting over to the other side. Reaching down. Side bend. Breathe out. Breathe in. Bring it to center. Breathe out, side bend. Breathe in, center. Breathe out 2 more times. Breathe in. 1 more. Breathe out, side bend. Back to center. Breathe in. From there, moving our awareness to the hips. So we're going to give one leg a hug and breathe. You can hold under the knee if that's more comfortable. Set that one down and then give the other one a hug. So keeping in mind our awareness is at the hips. And then set it down. From here, we're going to use the hands. The lower leg and the foot are going to follow along. We're going to circle the knee. So make a circle in the air with the knee. Adjust your position in your chair or your seat as needed so you have a greater range of motion for that hip to move out and around. Connecting our breath, make sure we're breathing freely. I'm going to go one more time in this direction. Nice and easy. And reverse. 4 times in the opposite direction. Our hands and our arms are assisting making the circle so we get a greater range of motion in the hip. If we rely on just our muscles to do it, we won't be moving the hip joint as much. Here we go. One more time around. Okay, gently set that leg down. Here we're going to raise that same leg up, send it out to the side. Oop, I got a nice pop there. Gently set it down. Here you can add pressure to the inside of the thighs as you push them open gently to open those hips. And here, hinge forward. You'll feel the changes, you'll feel the opening, and then bring it back to center. And now raise that outside leg up, pause, bring it into the center one more time, pause before you set it down. Okay, other leg, we're gonna assist by holding it and making that circle with the knee, the lower leg and the foot just follows along. The size of the circle is up to you and the comfort in your hip. Dolores is breathing really good. Yep, nice little pop. That's an added bonus. I had gotten a nice pop in the hip on the other side. And let's go in the opposite direction 4 times. Check in, breathe freely. Taking our time, just slow and easy so we get, oop, there it went. That's it, we're doing it right. We got a little snap and popping going on here between the two of us. One more time around. Breathe. Here we go. All right, set that leg down gently. So here we're gonna raise it up, pause briefly, send it out to the side, opening those hips, readjust your position, get centered. You can, as an option, apply pressure to the inside of the thighs to open those hips a little more. And another option is hinging forward. You really feel it deep in the hips. Now you know for yourself whether this is an option for you or not. We're just offering options. They're optional. Bring it back to center. Raise that outside leg up. Pause for a brief moment. Bring it to center and pause. Gently set it down. Okay, there's the hips. Awareness down to the knees. I'm gonna set back a little bit. I have room under my chair, so I'm going to be utilizing that open space down there. I'm going to take this leg and extend my leg out long, focusing on the knee, full extension, and then retract it back. My foot is going under my seat as I retract it back as far as it can go, and then full extension, leg straight out, focusing on the knee, bringing it back. Add the breath, or I should say connect the breath. So breathe in, extend. Breathe out, retract. Let's switch it up. Keep it retracted. Breathe in here. As we extend, breathe out. How you want to connect your breath is up to you. Bring it back. And then moving our awareness to the opposite leg. Here we go. Extend. I'm going to breathe in. Retract. Breathe out. My foot's coming under the space under my chair. Breathe in. Extend. Breathe out. Retract. 2 more times. Breathe in. Extension. Breathe out. Retraction. 1 more time. Breathe it in. Breathe it out. Okay, changing up the movement of the knee joint. This time, our hands are going to keep the thigh stabilized so as not to allow too much movement. The foot is going to make a nice circle up in the air, out and around. Try to keep that thigh from moving too much. We want as much movement in the knee as possible. 4 times. We have 2 more in this direction. Getting all the body parts unlocked and lubricated. Allowing that synovial fluid to slip in there when it has a chance as the joints are moving. Reverse the direction of your circle with the foot. The size of the circle is up to you and what feels good on your knees. Taking our time, we're going to do 2 more. Try to keep that thigh from moving too much. There we go. Gently set that leg down and stabilize the thigh on the other leg as we send that foot up, out, and in the air, circling around, and breathe. Two more times in this direction. I'm always busy on the weekends, but I don't move like this when we have our classes, so I feel a big difference of how limber I feel during the week when we're doing our classes. Reverse the direction. 4 times. Here we go. 3 more. No rush. Breathe. 1 more. Gently set that leg down. Okay, that's about all the different directions the knees can move because they're not ball and socket. The only ball and socket joints we have are shoulders and hips. Those go every which way if we keep them unlocked. All right. Sitting back in my chair, I'm going to allow the back of the chair to support me as needed. My awareness is moving down to my ankles. From there, I'm sending both legs up off the floor and circling my feet around so I get a circular movement in the ankles. Nice and easy. 2 more times. Breathe with it. One more. Reverse and go 4 times in the opposite direction, circling those feet around. Maybe imagine that you're drawing a circle in the air with your toes. Let's do 1 more. There, send those toes out, away, extend, feel the stretching across the tops of your feet. Once again, our awareness is still at the ankles. And then flex those feet and toes back towards you. Feel the stretch across through the calves, but you're flexing the ankles and then sending those toes out and away, allowing top side of the ankle to open, and then the bottom side as you flex back. Let's do 1 more time. Breathe out, bring them back, breathe in. Good. Allow the toes to point up towards the ceiling. The soles of your feet are facing out and away from you. Your feet are side by side, and you're going to rotate the soles of the feet in towards each other. So this is inverting the soles of the feet inwards, and then eversion, send the soles of the feet out and away, side to side, getting that side to side movement movement in the ankle. Bring them in. Send them out and away. Let's connect the breath. So breathe in, inversion. Breathe out, eversion. One more time. Breathe in, invert. Breathe out. Send them out. Perfect. Okay. Let's wiggle those toes around. So send the toes up in the air, off the ground. The balls of your feet are making contact. The heels, all the foot except the toes, up. And then press them down into the floor. And raise them up off the floor. Send them down. Now, if you can, Dolores will have a better expansion in her toes because she doesn't have her shoes on. So spread those toes apart and relax. Lift the big toe only and relax it. Now press the big toe down into the floor where you can feel the arches of your feet lifting off the ground and relax. Now, how about the other toes or the pinky toes? Send them down in the floor. Let the big toe remain in neutral if possible. Relax. Now lift the other toes and the pinky. Well, my big toe immediately just says, I'm going to push down. All right, wiggle them around a little bit. There you go. And relax. All right, from there, turn to the side. Let one knee drop down off the side of the front side of the chair. Get your balance. The other knee is out in front. Find a balanced position here. You're going to look off to the side of the chair. Relax that knee down, allowing the hip flexor to lengthen. And breathe. Here, send those hands and those arms directly out in front of you. Hinge forward, reach to the opposite wall of the room, reaching, striving. Now bring it back to center. And reach again, hinging forward, reach towards that wall, and bring it back to center. This time we're going to move into modified warrior one. Allow the hands and the arms to go up towards the ceiling as we look up. You can add a back bend here as an option, and then allow those hands to come back down out in front of you, straight out to the side. Open one arm out to the opposite side of your body, so you have both arms reaching in opposite directions. Helps to have a mirror. You can see if your arms are level. I've noticed I've had a tendency one arm is up, one's down, so I try to look and see that they're even. Okay, look over that forward facing hand. Allow that hand to flip and reach the palm up to the ceiling as the other hand drops down and reaches towards the floor gently. You're looking up past your fingers to the ceiling, and then bring it back down side to side. Level out the arms. Look over that back hand. That might feel a little more difficult. Let that hand's palm flip up. Let it float up to the ceiling as the other arm goes down towards the floor. You can extend both arms long, or let the lower arm rest across the top of your thigh on the forearm. And then bring it back to center, looking straight ahead. Relax the arms. Switching sides. Allowing the other knee to drop down and lengthen through the hip flexor. Get your balance. Looking straight ahead. relaxing down, the other straight out in front. Take a breath here. Reach those hands out in front of you, straight out in front. Hinge forward, reach towards the wall or whatever it is directly in front of you. Bring it back to center. We're going to reach again. Here we go, hinging forward. Reach to the wall and breathe. Bring it back to center. Bringing it back. Let those hands float up to the ceiling as you look up. Back bend is an option. Modified warrior one. And then bring those hands down, out in front of you. Open one hand to the other side of the body. Your outstretched arms side to side, looking over the forward facing hand. Let the palm flip up. Let that hand float up to the ceiling. Look up. The other arm and the hand reaches down towards the floor. And breathe. And then bring those hands out side to side. Once again, look over the back hand. Flip that palm up as it floats up to the ceiling. You can rest the bottom hand across the top of the thigh, resting on the forearm, or extend both hands and arms outstretched long, one up, one down, and then bring it back, outstretched to either side of you. Relax the arms. And bring those legs in. Oh, I know what I forgot. Okay, back to the side. Let that knee drop down. Got to grab the back of the chair. There we go. That's it. So send your arm forward and up. That's easier on the shoulders. And do a nice, easy little side bend over the back of the chair. You're opening that one side of the body from your fingertips down your arm, across your entire side, through the leg, down to the floor. And here we go. Rise up. Bring that arm forward and down. Now we got to make the other side match. So here we go. Switching sides. Once again, allowing that knee to gently lower down towards the floor. Grabbing the back of that chair. Send the arm forward and up. Side bend over the chair. That back of the chair there. Opening that side of the body. And rise up, bringing it forward and back down. Now we can face forward. Bring those legs in front of us. We're going to sit up. We're going to open the arms wide, opening across the heart center, the chest, and the arms, looking up. And then closing. Give yourselves a big hug. You can bring your chin down and in and breathe. Notice which arm is on top. You're going to open wide, open across the chest, heart center. Now you're going to bring the other arm on top as you give yourselves a big hug, chin down and in, and breathe. All right, sit back in your chair. Get comfortable, feeling supported. Feel your feet through the floor. I'm going to take a nice big breath in and out. And let's reach up. Take a big breath in as we reach up. And breathe it out as you reach out and down. And again, here we go. Breathe in, reach up. And breathe out, reach out. We're going to recall our intention that we said at the beginning of class. So we're going to breathe in, reach up, bring in our hands in prayer through heart center. Recall the intention that you said at the beginning of class. Meditate on that a moment or two as you breathe in and breathe out. And we're going to breathe in, bring it through heart center one more time. Breathe in, reach up, bring your hands through heart center in prayer. And then if you'd like, you can repeat after me. Peace for my body, peace for my mind, peace surrounding my soul. Namaste, everyone. Thank you for joining us. Thank you, Dolores. Always a pleasure to have you here with us. All right, everybody. See you tomorrow on Transformation Tuesdays. Have a great afternoon.